This is poetry from Poetic G.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm King George. I am the owner of T.Y.I Productions. I am the curator of Black 31 magazine. Today, I'm here with another special brother from the community. This brother is from the streets of Philadelphia. This brother right here is a massive social media influencer. This brother right here is special for the bird call. And most importantly, this brother right here is doing massive things. And in this interview, we're going to talk about the past, the future. We're going to talk about a lot of good things. So without further ado, can we please give it up for the brother A-Town? Let's go. Absolutely. Listen, man, thank you for being here, man.
Thank you.
Not a problem, brother. Most importantly, right, I just want to ask, and this is the first question I really want to ask, and I know I asked it before, but I just got to hear it again. What made you come up with the name A-Town? Because when you see the name A-Town, you know, in considering, I would have thought you was from Atlanta, but you from Philly. What made you come up with the name A-Town?
That's my nickname, and I've been coming up since I was 13. You know, it just said A-Town. You know, I had other nicknames, but A-Town just stuck with me.
That's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy right there. A-Town. When it comes to, because I know that you're a powerful social media influencer, right?
Right.
And what got you in the mode of being a social media influencer? What inspired you to do that?
I wasn't expecting to blow. It was just, I was in culinary art school, and I used to rap a little bit.
Yeah. And
that rapping got turned into something funny, and that just blew up on Vine, you know, because I was at 40th with Market.
Okay.
And somebody came to me like, hey, you know, I heard you rap. I'm like, no, I don't play rapping, because I was always upset about my school.
Yes.
And I'm like, no. And they kept saying, bro, you meat. And I said, fuck that shit. I'm sexy as shit. That blew up on Vine. I didn't even know that blew up, because I got calls out of nowhere. Like, you know, you blown up, right? I said, what? Why? This video. I said, that video? I said, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? Some people kept staring at me, you know, when I was walking and everything. Like, why am I keep staring or stopping and this and that, or waving, or I'm like, And I was kind of nervous, because I was downtown, still looking for jobs.
Yes.
Kids running up to me, and I'm running away, because I'm like, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to hurt me or something?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, I said, I'm okay. And it was weird. And next you know, I had to get comfortable. I'm like, should I try it or not? Because I was at home one day and said, should I try this or keep looking for more jobs?
Yeah.
And I just tried it, and boom.
That's heavy. That's heavy. You see what happens, folks, when you get out there and you just try something. That's the main point that I heard right there. Try. You got to get out and try, young folks. 20 million followers. That's huge. That's huge. And let's give it up, man. Let's give it up for A-Town. Just, yeah, man. For pushing towards his goal. So absolutely. I did hear that, I know this is very sentimental, I did hear that you was granted a kidney, and how do you feel after being granted that?
It's truly a major blessing, because most people can't get a kidney. So obviously get my second one is major.
That's heavy.
Even though the first one was major, but the second one is even major, because as an adult it's harder. So it's like, especially since I'm young,
yes,
you still can get it, even though you can't get it because your history or your health. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, so even the doctors was like, I don't know, he might not able to get it. So you have to go to the transplant people. It's up to them. They decide. So, you know, and they said he could get it, you know, because it was all about my past, like what happened, how did this, and everything. And I told them,
yes,
around the wrong people, wrong energy,
yes,
and stuff, but they don't want to hear that. But I'm trying to tell them this is what happened. Yes. Nobody didn't want to help me, my medicines back in the day, nothing. So it's like, being around with the wrong crowd mess you up and going bizarre and everything, you know, and nobody's listening to you and everything. So it's okay, so boom. So I thank God now, so I'm like around with the right people now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Not with the wrong people. Even though I don't go out as much or do much, because my health is more important than this entertainment life.
Yes.
You get caught up fast in this entertainment life, you forget about your own personal health, and you don't want that.
That's true. That's the truth. That's the truth, brother. And honestly, like, what do you remember most about those tough times, and how was you able to just overcome that and just be where you at now?
Being on dialysis for 5 years, that was one of the hardest times. Because you're just on a machine, laying, in a recliner chair. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no special recliner chair, just a recliner chair.
Yes.
And just watch the machine right there, left or right. Machine, it's connected to the thing. And you see this is where they used to have the chest port.
Yes.
Right here.
Yes.
And that stuff ain't no joke. And they used to do it on my arm.
Yes.
They couldn't do it because they had they did it like 3 times and it didn't work. They said just keep the chest port. And pulling the blood out, it's a lot of stuff with your blood keep pulling out and out can have side effects to it. You know what I'm saying? Like high blood pressure, low blood pressure, headaches, lethargic, throwing up, sweating, not feeling good, mostly tired, cramping up.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff with this dialysis stuff, and I'm encouraging y'all not to be on dialysis, because I encourage y'all to get a kidney if y'all on dialysis, because it can chance save your life. You know what I'm saying? But most kidneys, they say it lasts up for 10 years, but I don't believe it can last up to 10 years. It can last longer, because my first kidney transplant lasted for 17 years. So the second one, it should be lasting longer than that.
Okay.
So when you go through this stuff, it makes you think appreciate life.
Yes.
Better than what you already doing is this and that, because most people, I see people on dialysis, they still eating the wrong stuff, everything greasy and all that stuff.
Yes.
I seen people high in dialysis. I seen people drunk in dialysis.
Wow.
And pulling your blood, and that makes you really not comfortable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Do not ever skip dialysis. Not even one treatment. They said don't ever skip. I never missed a treatment. Never. For 5 years, never. And somebody said to me in dialysis is that if you want to keep living, you keep going to dialysis. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, because I seen a lot of people passed away. Like, I seen my best friend passed away from dialysis.
Wow.
A couple of my fans, they passed away, and they were shocking me, and that really hurt me, because it's like thinking like, dang, I hope I'm not next, because that machine only could last your life for so long.
Yes.
I see some people on dialysis for 20-something years. I'm like, how are you on 20-something? How you didn't get the kidney? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? It might be something they're in, but here's the thing. The crazy part is the doctor's not gonna tell you that you off the list or this and that. You just gotta find out on your own. But if you on that list, be happy you're on that list, because it's hard to get on the list. And the second thing, the hardest part is when you're on the list, is the waiting to get that call. You know what I'm saying? That call could come any moment.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to me. So I'm like, oh wow. You know what I'm saying? I was happy when I got it.
Yes.
I was so happy.
I understand, brother. That is special, man. That is really special. When it comes to community level things, right? How does A-Town feel about the youth? Gun violence amongst the youth, and is it plaguing the inner city youth? How does A-Town feel about that?
It makes me think like, dang, man, these kids, man, it's like we don't know what they grew up in a household, and that really makes me think like, is the parents or is the kids? Which one? We don't know, but
it's true.
We just hope to pray for the best for them, because at the end of the day, we try to show them guidance. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And some kids don't want to listen because they think they know it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they need a spanking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Call me 1-800-SPANK.
That's funny. He said 1-800-SPANK. That's heavy, man. I hear that. Oh man, good laugh, brother. I got a great question, because I see that, like, when you mentioned your story, it kind of hit my heart too, and I just want to know, how does all of that tie into mental health, and how do you keep your mental health well? Because I see that you got a good mental, man. The way you know, just by the responses, how do you keep that sane up there?
Because you know, when you already been through stuff before, you know what I'm saying, everything you already been stuck through before, and realize, okay, you know, you be, of course, and me, people not gonna understand how I feel because they not me.
Yes.
It's like, dang, I gotta go through this again. I gotta go this. I'm an adult. Like, you know, I thought something would be done as a kid, but more tasks that God has prepared for me to go through, so I can show you what God can do, and God can show what, you know, I am God. You know what I'm saying? I am God, and I show you what, you know, I could do for you. And it's like, God, are you serious? Like, I can't take. God knows He could put me through this, because if I didn't, He wouldn't have me this.
Yes.
Trust me, I had more stuff, more health problems. You know what I'm saying? I used to have seizures from dialysis. Because, you know, dialysis mess with your heart. And diabetes, all this stuff, mess with everything. You know what I'm saying? And I used to have, like back in 2021, I had a seizure. It was not good at all. I was really done. I was on medicine, Capra, 500 milligrams. And deep down, it's like so many of my dreams was telling me, like, I was climbing up, like in my dreams, I'm climbing up the mountain. That means you're climbing up through the struggles.
Yes, yes.
And as I'm climbing up, you know what I'm saying, and everything, somebody came and it blue eyes means clarity. Clarity.
Yes.
I'm like, what am I clarity about? What is the clarity? I'm seeing big stuff happening in my dreams, so God's letting me know stuff is happening. Even in church, you know, saying, even in church, I was, at church, I saw a sign God was showing me. It was the shape of a heart, and it was a paint in shape of a kidney. I'm like, what is this like? I'm like, and I asked the pastor laughed. I'm like, what is it? He said, you know, it must be for you, because nobody can understand but me. But you know, God was showing me in the church, like they said, your kidney's here and your heart's gonna be just, you know what I'm saying? Because I still got heart problems, but it ain't to the point it's real bad.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that paint, so that stuff that stuck to me, I still got it. I took a picture of it to my phone. I was like, what? I still got it. Because the mom was like, oh wow, God, will you be showing me messages?
Yes, absolutely. Damn, man. That's heavy. That's heavy, Brother A-Town. Seriously. Seriously. Wow. I see that you have spread your wings as an influencer, and you have met many different people. Now, you know, one person I seen you met Shaq.
I talked to him.
Oh, you talked to him? You talked to him what, online?
Yeah, online.
Okay, that's heavy. Because I did see that, right? And I did see that you conversated with Shaq. You know, what was that moment like, just conversating with the big fella Shaq, and how was you inspired just by that conversation?
I was kind of shocked at the stuff he was telling me. Like, he got saying, you don't need my help. You don't need my help. I said, yes, I do. I need your help. He said, and when people say you don't need my help, they just think to yourself, like, am I that? Like, how you know I know what I'm doing? I need help. But to them, they see something that I don't see.
Yes.
And it's like, So the conversation, it was just like trying to get help, you know, promote my stuff and try to, you know, do stuff with him and stuff. He said he don't need my help, you know, it's crazy. It's like, wow.
What do you love most about yourself?
That even though I still got problems, health and mental a little bit,
Yes.
I still could do this.
Absolutely, brother. And I'm glad that you said that, right? You said mental health, physical health, right? Let the people know, because I know you somewhat gave us that, but let the people know why is it important to keep your mental health right, and most importantly, why is it important to stay, you know, physically in shape and stuff like that?
Like, your mental, because when you do stuff, you gotta make sure you know when to separate from the good and the bad.
Yes.
That's your mental.
Yes.
So it's your physical. When you're doing physical act stuff, you know your limit of physical. You don't want to over push it and messing yourself up. So you gotta know your balance of where you're going in life.
Yes, that's heavy. Yes. Oh man, A-Town giving us some excellent response. Excellent. So I know that you dive into many different things: music, comedy. From the beginning, right? Did music inspire everything else?
No, it was just my funny got turned into music.
Okay.
So that is just, like most people when they do comedy, you never hear a comedian or entertainer that got turned into music. You never hear them say they did music. Like some people do music and it might sound good, but it didn't blow. But as Mons did, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't expecting that Good Morning to You turned into music.
That was heavy.
I did not know. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? That was deep, but I was so happy that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I was already blowing up, but that took it the icing on the cake.
And what message you were trying to get across with that song, Good Morning to You?
It was just saying, good morning to you, the birds are chirping. When you get up, when you get up in the morning, you hear the birds, right?
Yeah.
You hear the chirping, you know what I'm saying? But of course I said other stuff too, but you know what I'm saying? But the main thing was good morning to you, the birds are chirping. And I just said, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, it was just thinking, it was just happening, just coming.
I hear that, man. I hear that. A-Town, tell the people, what do you love most about your city, where you come from?
What I love about my city is that the hospital. I love the hospitals. Why? It might sound crazy. People are like, are you crazy or you lit? Now that's the real trenches. I'm gonna give y'all an example. The streets and all that stuff, that's y'all's trenches, but my trenches is the hospital. That's what I love. Why? Because there's so much chemicals and so much experiments and so much medicines, so much legal stuff can happen, and it's crazy how they test other species to put in your body, and it's like, and also you could connect with this other species. Like when I got my transplant, the rabbit cells is connected, could be connected to us, and we could get that. Yeah, I'm like, what? So basically, that's why I like carrots so much. Shoot, it must be Buzz Bunny then.
I hear that. Wow, man. Wow. That's heavy.
Yes, and so much technology is going on. Because I remember as a kid, before it was IVs, but it wasn't plastic at the time. We was real kids, like real young, it wasn't plastic until they start doing plastic needles. It's still metal, but when you stick that needle in, then the plastic stays in.
Oh, wow.
Before it wasn't.
Wow, that's something I'm learning. Wow. Let's go. Is we going to have a A-Town professor in the future? What? Let them know, man.
No, but I know some things because I've been through it, and how they act well to you, the nurses.
Yes.
I had nurses fighting over me wanting to be my nurse. It's true. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I had females was crazy about me. It's like every time, the janitor, everybody was going crazy. Every time I was about to make a move as a kid, like walk around, everybody stayed there and look like what's he gonna do next? Oh my gosh, what's he gonna do next? I'm like, dang.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And as a kid, I met, like, people don't understand. Was known because I've been on the news. Because I remember Children's Hospital had their first prom.
Wow.
And I was in it, and I met this girl named Yvette. She had a heart transplant, and she was so sweet to me, I ain't gonna lie. And she came to me and hugged me and said, it's not your time yet. I'm like, what do you mean it's not my time? What are you saying? I was 11 years old. I said, what are you saying? Why is she saying this? I still can remember that night. That night we was having fun dancing. I'm on the news because my mom called me and told me that her friend saw me on the news. I said, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? So I've been on news before talking about the Eagles while I was in a wheelchair and everything. That's what I was saying. I've been, you know what I'm saying, met in the Sesame Street people as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Love Ammo so much. So it was just like amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's like people understand. Like I've been was known, but you know, but you ain't known to the whole public. You just know in that to that little moment. You got to build it up. So that was amazing. And after that, I never saw that girl anymore, and I was kind of hurt because I never saw her anymore. She was so sweet. She had a new heart, and I saw the scars on her chest. I said, wow. And I showed her the scars on my stomach, and she said, oh yeah. So she was so sweet.
I hear that.
She was so sweet.
I hear that.
She was so funny. I was, back in the day, you used to call it playroom.
Yeah.
I was trying to take her upstairs to my room instead of that my room, to go to the playroom. We play in the room. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Some of these young people in the mental state and stuff, they still know about love. The kids, like me, when I was young, I was still getting bird pecks as a little kid. Even a grown adult still packing it. And I'm trying to tell people, this is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's fan.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I respect you so much, brother. I respect
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Thank
man.
you. And I love the doctors that took care of me. Took their time out. You know what I'm saying? They took their time out and talked to me and talked to my mom too. You know what I'm saying? And took the time out and explained and do things and set stuff up and going each thing over and over, trying to make sure everything is right. That's what I love about some of the doctors. Some of the doctors retired now. I'm in my 30s now.
Yeah.
And they probably retired, or you know what I'm saying. A lot of doctors, not saying looked up to me, but they was happy that I'm doing well. You know what I'm saying. But now I can't even thank them because I don't even know where they at.
Exactly. I understand, brother. Yeah, man. You're doing well for yourself, man. And listen, man. Oh, man. This has been amazing. And this has been some amazing responses. Let's give it up for A-Tech. Let's go. What advice, right? What advice do you have for young brothers that's growing up? They're growing up right now, and they experiencing so much. What advice do you have for these young brothers to be successful? Some of these young brothers may want to be a social media influencer. What advice do you have to give to these young brothers to never give up and follow their goals?
It is true story. This is a true story, and this might shock you. You know Bobby Brown, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He loved the hell out of me. He told me I should write a book about my life. Now, when he told me that, I'm encouraging y'all, write stuff down while you can, so as you grow up, you can put everything in the story. Yes. So it can be, so people can learn from others, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It might not hit them right away, but you'll know that you gave your word out. Like, some people just give their word out because they want clout or publicity. No, it's a reason you're doing this. Some people might did it, but it didn't blow because they didn't have that consistency, and they didn't have, not saying the right people, they just didn't have that. It's a heart thing you gotta do. It's a heart. Your heart gotta be in the right place to do it, not just looking for the wrong reasons.
Yes, absolutely. That's some jewels right there from A-Town. Listen, do the right things. But last but not least, because I heard you mention something about a movie script. Let the people know about the movie script, and you want to.
Yes, it's called Hollywood Lit. You know what I'm saying? I need every producers, big content creators, everything. Shout out to my people, Titus, everybody that was, that wrote the script, everything, and also put it together. And me talked about it. So it's like, put your life into a movie, but you not know that your life is a movie because you're already doing this, but you can react it as yourself and do it again. But it's not going to be the same because it'll be like you already lived through it, but it's like a little different. But now you can make it funny. I have so many ideas of movies it could go, but to have the right people. So I just need all producers, everything. I haven't pitched that No, I'm not giving it to y'all, but I'm showing y'all.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Listen, give it up for brother A-Town. Let's go. Listen, big opportunities. Listen, go support, go support, go support. And let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram, A-Town 075 underscore official, or A-Town underscore 075 official. There you go. A-Town 075 underscore official. How you say it? You know how it is. And my YouTube, A-Town 0705. And my TikTok, same as my Instagram. And also, I have a lot of stuff. I have my bullying campaign. You know what I'm saying? I have buttons. I have trading cards. Also, my mental health, as far as the kidney situation, can talk to me or Freeway about it, because Freeway, we did a sermon together online, because at the time I was on dialysis. He liked the way how I was speaking to the doctors and everything, you know, because he got his kidney transplant. So and I got mine. And before that, we was on live together and talking about this mental and health and kidney situation. And I met a couple people I know that was on the verge of getting a kidney, or they needed advice how to get a kidney. Because as soon as I got my kidney, you know, everybody was looking like, wow, like, hey, how you get it? Like, everybody could ask me, like, step by step, like, you know, how much to drink, or how much to do this, how much did you do? I'm trying to be like you. Don't be like me. You know what I'm saying? My thing might not work for you, you know. And also far as, like, you know, far as the other stuff going on, far as like kidney situation wise, make sure you have a good insurance, because that's the most important. Trust me, you don't want to be like John Q. You don't want to be John Q. Make sure your insurance is right. That's number one. Yes. Make sure your insurance can pay for it, because that's the main thing. Yeah. Second of all, that appreciate your life, because it's people in Africa. It's people in Africa that can't get not just the list, they can't even get dialysis because they have to pay for it all the time. I had people from Africa hit me up, and that touched my heart, because it's like, yo, count your blessings that you can be on this. Because every time you're on that machine, your insurance got to come out of money. That stuff ain't cheap. That's like almost $800 every time you go there. Yeah. So 3 times a week times that is what?
Yeah, 3 times a week times what?
What's 800 times 3 a week? 2,400.
Yeah, that is 24. Yeah, 8 times 3, 20. Yeah.
See, I know math.
Yeah.
So that they got to pay for all the time. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's crazy because, you know, I be thinking how the state got, it's not the government, it's the state. I must have insurance because of my health. Yes. That's legally. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I can have insurance to cover me and all that stuff. Because these medicines, all that stuff, they be like 500 or this and that, all that, but my copay is free. That's what I'm saying. It's like, or $1 or $2, because, you know, that's all you pay. But as a kid, those big medicines, those immunopressants, they're like over $1,000, and I'm like, how? It's be crazy. Dang. You know what I'm saying? These medicines, that's what I'm saying. And I've been thinking, like, how my body can handle this. I've been popping pills since birth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was a kid, when I came out my mom's womb, I didn't come out alive. I came out as dead, because the cord was wrapped around my neck. And I was, you know, they had to say copula, a dead born baby on this born baby that died. And you know what I'm saying, you think the doctors will revive me? No, God said no, I got something for him. And I told you to tell you this other story too. When I first had my kidney, I saw heaven. You know what I'm saying? I really did. It's like I went up to heaven. The sign says be back in 5 minutes. I didn't see St. Peter, but I walked through the gate. I snuck through the gate. It was all nice and peaceful. The golden and angels were so tall, playing their heart or whatever it is. They playing all around, and they were just chilling. And that's, you know, I just turned around. You know, everybody was turning their neck, and I'm like, why everybody turning their neck? And that's, you know, that God was right behind me, and I said, God, I'm sorry, I snuck through heaven. God said, relax. God said, relax. I already know you was going to do that. So as I was talking to God, Jesus, God, you know what I'm saying, I saw, you know, Jesus, he had the blood still in his hand, the holes on the nails. Yes. And God, and he was talking to me. He was telling me, like, he was trying to tell me stuff, but I wouldn't listen because I was trying to ask him about, what about this, what about this, what about this, da, da, da. He had to shut me up. He shut me up, like, listen. He said, these are your angels going to be. It was like 1,000 angels he sent to protect me. And I could but thank him. He was feeling so warm. Like the warmest thing you ever felt. And I asked God, can I stay? Give us I said, I wanted to be done with Earth. He says, not your time yet. He wouldn't tell me when it's my time. I'm like, see, God's not going to tell you when it's your time. He's just going, like, you know. I'm like, God, I want to stay. And I asked God, can I see hell? He said to me, you don't want to go there. And he showed me it. I seen people screaming, crying, a lot of regrets. God, I'm sorry, I should have did this. Please forgive me. It won't happen again. They had a lot of deaths, screaming, crying, and everything. People burning. They just screaming. And it was a bad scream, like you could feel the pain. They screamed because they rejected God. So that stuff, like, wow. And I said, whoa. And I said, and that just scared me, but God was saying, hey, he said, you keep going. You're a good kid. That's the time I was 9. He said, you're a good kid. Keep going. I said, really? I said, I am? And I kept asking, what's going to happen with my mom? What's going to happen with this? He told me, everything's going to be all right. It's going to be just fine. Just relax. Do what you got to do. You know, everything. I said, thank you, Lord. He said, I got to go. I said, no, God. He said, yeah, all I heard was, boom.
Yes.
I'm waking up. I said, did I just see God? Mommy, Mom, what? I just saw God, Mom. Mom said, you did? Mom, he is real. I'm here pushing the nurse button. Listen, get everybody here. What's going on? It's important. They asked me, you heard it? I said, no. I just saw God. He is real. People think I'm delusional. But I know I'm not delusional. Mm-hmm. God is real.
Yes.
And I said, what? Then I just went to heaven and I seen hell. What the heck is going on? I said, God must got something on me, something deep down. Because after that, with the kidney transplant, but before, while I was on dialysis,
yes,
it was another dream that God sent me, kept saying, you are a light. I'm like, yeah, right. Kept saying it. You are a light. I'm like, yeah, and I walked away. And I woke up out of my dreams. Tell me 3 days later, I'm out with a bird, eating at the gallery downtown, eating Chinese food. This old lady come up. My old friend liked to talk a lot and everything. And this old lady came to me and said, you are a light. I said, yep, God, what you trying to say now? Now you got my attention. What you trying to say? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? All these dreams God was showing me some stuff. Even when I had a dream, I was getting the kidney. And after that, I woke up out of the dreams. It was just, what? Like, it felt so real. These dreams be, I feel like it's tormenting me. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, some dreams I have is crazy. Some dreams I don't have. It's like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's heavy, brother. Yeah, man, that's very heavy. Wow, man, that is very inspirational, man. Listen, y'all, after hearing something like that, it's so heart-touching, but also, man, I just want to give it up for you because, man, you exceeded expectations, and for that, man, we just want to give it up for A10, man. You exceeded expectations. You didn't let the devil hold you down. You this brother deeply believes in Christ, and we appreciate you for that, brother. Yes, absolutely, man. Another believer. Let's go. Let's give it up for all the believers. Let's go. One time before we wrap up, can we get the famous bird call from Brother A-Town? Let's go. Listen, y'all, go support, go check out Brother A-Town. Listen, this brother right here is a very inspirational brother. Listen, this brother's story is very, very strong, and he will be in the next edition. Listen, this brother will be in the next edition of Black 31 magazine, right? So listen, He will be in the next edition. So listen, y'all, tap in with us each and every week. Y'all know how we do. Listen, we can have your favorite comedian. We could have your favorite ball player. Listen, we could have your favorite global international artist. Listen, we could have your favorite social media influencer. We could have the little girl with the lemonade stand down the street, or it could be you. So listen, we are the platform of truth. We are the home of the champions, and we are the place where we uplift man, woman, and child. Peace and love, y'all. One.
What do you tell them? Woman tell son? What you tell these Chinese birds?
I tell them birds konnichiwa. That's what they gon' say. A-Town up in the spot. Wah, 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 wah. I tell them birds konnichiwa. That's what they gon' say. A-Town up in the spot.
Cause after this song, the whole world gon' know me. Cause after this song, the whole world sing the poetry. Cause after this song, the whole world gon' know me. Cause after this song, the whole world sing the poetry.